Olá pessoal, and sejam bem-vindos to Casa Mocambo, where we are going to be sampling some delicious Angolan food and learning how to react to food in Portuguese. Food brings us together, and especially when you are settling into a new culture, you're going to want to taste new things and you're going to want to give compliments about how it tastes and how it looks. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you today with the help of my friends Mafalda and Kizua. You're also going to hear about some delicious African dishes that you might not have heard of before. So if you're excited to come have dinner with me, then hit like and subscribe now if you haven't already, and let's go do it.
Eu abri este espaço em 2016. A ideia foi a pensar em toda a lusofonia, ou seja, todos os países que falam português, incluindo Brasil, Timor, enfim, outros países que não se situam em África. A ideia da Casa Mocambo, ou do nome Mocambo, tem a ver com uma zona da cidade que vai de São Bento até Belém. Bom, há textos que dizem que pode estender-se até Oeiras, que tinha, no século XVI, era onde os escravos eram instalados quando chegavam à metrópole e que serviam para trabalhar para os senhores, não é? Portanto, o Mocambo era composto de casinhas, de pequenos casebres, onde as pessoas viviam comunitariamente com as suas famílias e onde constituíam família e onde acabavam por falecer também. E daí um bocadinho também alguma toponímia que ainda existe na cidade, como a Rua do Poço dos Negros, que fazia parte dessa zona do Mocambo. A ideia era precisamente provar que Lisboa é uma enorme mistura há muitos séculos e provar isto através da cultura e da gastronomia, como é óbvio, porque a nossa barriga é um bocadinho o princípio de tudo o que somos, não é? Pronto, e daí surgiu a ideia. Desde então o que temos feito é procurar ter um menu ajustado a esta lusofonia. Não temos assim pratos, ou seja, de países onde a diáspora é muito pequena, nós não temos pratos fixos no menu. Temos mais Cabo Verde, Moçambique, Guiné-Bissau, Angola, Brasil, pronto, que são, na verdade, os países com uma maior diáspora em Portugal. Mas pontualmente fazemos eventos também com pessoas exteriores que vêm cozinhar, pratos, sei lá, de Goa, de Timor, que é mais raro, é uma gastronomia completamente diferente do resto da gastronomia lusófona da África. É assim um pouco mais asiática, dada a localização. E tentamos também adequar um pouco o tipo de eventos que fazemos a este conceito de lusofonia, para difundir um pouco da cultura, para que todas estas pessoas que falam um português que é de cada um dos seus países, estejam representadas cá em casa, não é? Em termos de identidade gastronómica e cultural.
So I am joined here by my friend Kizua, who is a regular here, also plays music here. So he's going to talk us through the menu that he knows very well and help me choose what to eat, because I've never eaten here before and I don't know a lot of these dishes. So, first of all, welcome to the channel.
Thank you for inviting me.
Nice to have you.
Nice to have me.
So tell us about what you like to eat here and what's good.
Normally I like to try other things that are not Angolan, because I know Angolan food very well, and even at home we eat regularly Angolan food, so I like to try something different.
Yeah?
But normally what I have is cachupa, that is from Cape Verde.
Okay.
And normally muamba, which is from Angola. Muamba,
Yeah,
it's
this
from,
is a thing that I've heard of that I'm supposed to try.
Yeah.
So what's in that dish? What's it like?
It depends. When we say muamba, it can be different dishes. But muamba means that it has palm oil on it. You have muamba de galinha, that is with chicken. Muamba de jinguba, that is with butter. We don't call it actually butter. We call it kitaba.
Kitaba.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds delicious. I think I'm going to have to have
awesome.
that.
Yeah, you have to try that. It's really
Okay,
nice.
perfect.
And normally kalulu. What is kalulu? It's fish, different kinds of fish, normally dried fish and fresh fish, with palm oil as well.
Okay.
all these dishes are accompanied by funge.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Funge, it is,
Obrigada.
please. The funge, you know mandioca?
Yes.
It's
Like a root.
yeah, it's like a root that it's boiled, and it's no, actually it's made you make a powder of it, then you boil it, and you make some kind of a puree of it. It's actually really nice. It's accompanied with funge normally.
Funge.
So
Okay.
today I suggest Mwamba de Jinguba. It's the pineapple one, peanuts one.
Okay. Mwamba de
The
Jinguba.
Jinguba.
Jinguba. So that's the Angolan word for peanut.
Peanuts, yeah.
Okay.
Over here they say amendoin.
Yes.
We prefer to call it jinguba because actually it's the same, but it tastes different.
Okay.
Our tastes way
Theirs
different.
tastes better.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, better.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
So while we wait for our food, let's learn some of these phrases that are going to help you describe how you're feeling about the food in front of you. So when something looks really good, you can say está com aspecto incrível, or que aspecto delicioso. If you want to exclaim that something is really good, you will say está ótimo. If you want to say that something is spicy, you will say é picante. Now note that this is different to when you want to say that something is hot because of the temperature. If it's hot because of the temperature, you'll say está quente. Maybe you've never tried anything like this before and you want to say nunca experimentei algo assim. I've never tried anything like that. Now at the end you're probably going to want to thank your host and say that it was delicious. So you can say estava tudo ótimo or estava tudo muito bom. If you want to tell them what your favourite was, you could say o meu preferido foi, and then add the name of the dish. Finally, if you really want to say that your mouth is watering, you can say já estou com água na boca. Let's see how many of these I end up using when our food comes. So I hope you enjoyed having dinner with us this evening and that you now feel equipped to compliment your host when you're eating food with them here in Portugal. I'll be back next week with more tips and tutorials for practical Portuguese, so I will see you there. Tchau for now, pessoal. Beijinhos.